All right, let's start in a comfortable seated position. Find a nice long spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. You can rest the palms face down, face up. You can take a mudra with the hands if you'd like. Just take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Start inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Just a very slight constriction to the back of the throat. This cross-legged position feels uncomfortable or like too much, you can always prop your hips up on a blanket, a bolster, or a block. You want the shoulders right over the hips, so try to avoid leaning too far forward. 3 more breaths. This last moment and this last breath to set an intention for your practice, for your time on your mat. Even if it's just as simple as staying present in the breath. Maybe it's something bigger that you want for your mind or your body or for the rest of your day. On the next inhale, if the hands aren't resting on the knees, rest the hands on the knees, reach up through the crown of the head, and then exhale. Take some neck rolls, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. You can take half neck rolls or you can take it all the way around as long as the shoulders stay away from the ears. You don't hunch or crunch up by the ears. Two more at your own pace. You can take it slow as you need to. When the chin comes toward the chest, just pause and very slowly switch directions. Just re-lengthen through your spine. If you started hunching, sit up tall. Half or full neck rolls, and as slow or as fast as you want. Just focusing on releasing tension from the neck, the upper back, and shoulders. 2 more. Come back towards center. We're going to take some stomach grinds. So little warming up and a stretching of the core. So take a nice solid grip on your knees. And we're going to shift to the right first. And just find a nice long side. And then with that straight spine, start to come forward, rolling, rolling, rolling. And then nice long side. And then as we come back, we'll round. So you actually round through the back, stretch through the shoulders, and then lengthen again as we come to the side, okay? Long spine as we come forward, and then a rounded spine as we come back. Good. All right, and then we can just start picking up the pace. So lengthen as we come forward, round as we come back. Nice grip on the knees. Last one in this direction. Pause with a long spine coming forward, and then just as slowly switch directions. So we want to lengthen through the side first, round through the back, lengthen through the opposite side, and then come forward. And just start to go around in circles, starting a little bit slower, but picking up the pace. Lengthen, round. Good. Last one, and we'll actually come all the way back up to seated. Good. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And let's side bend to the right. Reach through the fingertips. And then inhale back to center. We'll just do a little flow. Exhale to the left. Really use your core. So instead of pressing off that hand, we'll take that hand to the floor, but then use your core to lift you up back through center to the opposite side. And one more time on both sides. Come back through center and twist. Left hand, right knee, right hand out behind. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen into the twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands behind the back for chest expansion. Interlace the fingers. Reach through the chest, opening, lifting the chin, and then hinging at the hips, forward folding. One more breath. Inhale, release, and come into tabletop position. Align the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees, and then start to make your way through some cat-cows. So as we inhale, release the belly, lift crown of the head and tailbone, and as we exhale, round. Draw the tailbone down, lift and separate the shoulder blades, chin comes toward chest at your own pace. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more of each. Cow, cat, tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. And start to find some movement in downward facing dog. Three more breaths in downward facing dog. Last inhale. Exhale. Look toward the hands. Walk the feet to the front of the mat. Excuse me. Take your feet to hip distance apart. Bend your legs a lot. We're going to take infinity grip. So we're going to reach the hands around the outsides of the legs. They're going to come through the center, and then we're going to cross opposite hand toward opposite shin. Good. Nice. So get a nice grip on the shins. You can slowly start to straighten the legs. And as we straighten the legs, we should feel a nice stretch in our upper back between our shoulders. So let that head dangle. We're looking back between the legs as we lengthen the hamstring. And lengthen the hamstrings, and we lengthen the upper back. Last breath. Release the hands, heel toe the feet together. And start to roll up to a stand. Nice and slow. We'll meet in mountain pose. Roll those shoulders away from the ears, palms face out, fingers face down, reach through the crown of the head, spread the toes wide, engage through the legs. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale, side moon to the right, so right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over, gaze to the floor, gaze up. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the left. Back to our little lateral flow here. Inhale up to center, exhale to the right. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Pull the elbows down, lift the chest. Inhale to center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hinging at the hips, reaching through the fingertips. Come all the way down. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Lower all the way down. Elbows stay in, shift forward, come down slowly. Take the feet flat to the floor, bring the arms wide. We have a slight bend in the elbows, come up onto finger pads. Inhale, peel the chest off the floor. You can keep the feet on the floor. And then exhale, dip the left shoulder in, look to the right. Really nice, big stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, dip the shoulder to the right and look to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, slowly release down. Bring the hands in. Inhale, cobra. Pause here. Lift the hands off the floor to hover. Hold, elbows squeeze in. Squeeze your shoulder blades and release. Inhale, press back, child's pose. Bring those knees wide, toes come together. Press it back. One more breath. Just let those hips fall to the heels. Stay active in the arms. And then come back up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Take both hands up onto the knee. Lift the shoulders up over the ears, and then release that knee down toward the floor. Press into the knee again. Lift, and then lift that back knee off the floor. Bring arms to hover. Straight up overhead for crescent lunge. And then exhale, release hands to the floor. Stepping onto your right foot. Inhale, standing splits. Left hip comes in line with right. Forehead toward the knee or the shin, gazes back at the back foot. Inhale, lift that leg a little bit higher. And then exhale, step all the way back. Low lunge. Step back to plank pose. Lower all the way down, or chaturanga, halfway down, coming to hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. That back knee off the floor. Bring hands up onto the knee, interlace the fingers on top of the knee, and then start to press the shoulders up over the hips. You feel a really big stretch in your right hip, building some heat and strength in your right quad. And then release that back knee to the floor. Once again, press into the hands. Maybe we take it a little bit deeper, shoulders coming further back past the hip. And then right knee lifts off the floor. Find that strength in that back leg. Both arms up overhead for crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I missed our standing splits, so bring that left leg forward. We're gonna step onto the left foot. Right leg's gonna lift up. All 5 toes point directly down toward the mat. 2 hips in one line, head is heavy. Gaze is back at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg a little bit higher. Exhale, step back, low lunge, and then step the left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. low lunge, exhale. Inhale, both arms lift up off the mat, all the way up overhead. This time, exhale, we'll just bring the knee to hover instead of setting it down. Cactus the arms, have the palms face forward, 90-degree angle, and then twist to the right. Those shoulders right over the hips, so building strength in our core. Come back through center, twist to the left, shoulders stay right over those hips. Twist back to center. Reach both arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Left leg lifts, standing splits, and then left foot comes to meet the right. Inhale up to chair pose. Hold here, bring all the way back into the heels, wiggle the toes. We should be able to see the toes, so we don't want those knees jutting too far forward. Sit back, lift through the chest, lower through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back to low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Bring your right arm up and over. Left hand to right elbow, or left hand meets the right for the bind. Stay low in the legs. Open that left shoulder to the left, so our shoulders are facing to the side, not to the front. Draw the tailbone down. Stay really strong in that front leg, being mindful that that right knee is not coming toward the right big toe, but toward the right pinky toe. One more breath. Extend the arms forward. Continue to hold the warrior two. Building a lot of strength in our legs. And then on the inhale, straighten through the front leg. Left hand down the back leg. Reverse triangle pose. And we'll take it into triangles. So start to hinge forward. Reach that right arm forward. Right hand comes to the shin, a block, or toward the floor. Left arm comes straight up. Draw that tailbone down to open the left hip. Again, gazes at the floor or up at the ceiling or sky. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, as if the left fingertips are reaching up, 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 up. Let the core draw you up, coming to five-pointed star. Bring hands to the heart, come into our squat, and then we'll take another shoulder stretch. So bring hands to the knees, thumbs face in, left shoulder in, look to the right, little twist in the spine, press those inner thighs open, soft bend in the elbows. Inhale back through center, exhale, twist left, right shoulder comes in, press the inner thighs open, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale back to center, hands to the heart, rise up, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, all the way up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Both hands float up off the floor. Crescent lunge, inhale. And then exhale, right knee is going to come to hover. Both arms are going to come into goal post. Palms face toward the front of the mat. And then we're going to twist to the left. Keep the shoulders right over the hips. Make the twist nice and slow. Squeeze your inner thighs in and come back through center. Back to the other side. Squeeze your core. Stay low in that back leg. And come back through center. Both arms reach up overhead. Right knee releases from the hover, and then open up to Warrior Two. Good. Settle into Warrior Two, shoulders away from the ears. Left arm up and over. Right hand to left elbow, or right hand for the clasp. Get that spine nice and tall and lengthened. Head is in line with the spine. And then the shoulders are open to the side, not to the front. Continue to breathe, building strength in our legs, opening and stretching through our shoulders. One more breath. Extend the arms long. Warrior Two, hold here. Inhale. Exhale, commit to that lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse triangle, straighten that left leg. Right hand slides down the back leg. Left arm up and back. And then reach the left fingertips forward. Both arms come parallel. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Left hand to the block, shin, or toward the floor. Gaze is either at the floor or up toward the fingertips. If the hand is on the floor, try to avoid just resting into the hand, okay? So we want to stay lifted and lengthened. We're using our core, elongating our spine, drawing that tailbone down and in. Inhale. Exhale. Let that right hand draw you up. Use your core. Up, 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 up. 5-pointed star. Bring hands to heart. Come into your squat. Inhale. Exhale, draw that tailbone down. Knees toward pinky toes. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, Warrior Two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. One more inhale. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Chair pose, arms reach up, hips sit low. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot steps back, high plank, lower halfway down. Upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's flow those postures together. Breath to movement, right leg high. Inhale, step through low lunge. Exhale, try and let the breath be your guide. Inhale, crescent. We're just gonna cactus the arms, dip the knee on our exhale. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Little change here, adding on. Exhale, half moon. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, chair. Step forward, arms up. Exhale, airplane lunge. Left leg back, both arms back. Good, so yeah, nice. Set that foot down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Step back plank, lower chaturanga, up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. Breathe here, inhale, exhale. So let our flow be like a moving meditation. So breath to movement at your own pace. Just try and be in the moment. Nothing else to focus on, just the postures and the transitions and the breath. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms, dip the knee. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step back. Level the hips. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane lunge. Arms sweep back. Right leg steps back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. And release to a seat. Grab a drink. Okay. We're going to do some core work, and then we'll return to our standing postures after this. So go ahead and lay all the way down on your back. Bring the legs wide, like mat distance apart. Toes are gonna point out, just at an angle, not aggressively, but just let them fall open. We're gonna keep this position in the leg though, and we'll end up tightening up the leg right in this position. So go ahead and bring your right hand underneath the back of your head. Bring your left arm extended up overhead at an angle. So not directly overhead, but off to the side. All right, tighten up that leg. Really press through the ball of the foot, but keep that foot open. And then we're gonna bring the left hand to meet the right toes. You're gonna twist and lift. Good. Okay, now without touching down, we're just gonna release the hand long, foot to hover, and lift and twist. Lift and twist. Tight leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch it out. Left hand behind the head, right arm extends long. Get really active through your left leg, and then right hand to meet the left foot, and you're gonna twist. Lift that right shoulder all the way off the floor, and then your hand and foot will just come to hover. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your legs to a bridge position. We're gonna bring both lift your hips off the floor. Okay, so Hands by your side. So I had to figure out which direction we were going. All right, so you're gonna bring your hips to hover over the floor, and your arms are gonna reach up overhead. Straight arms. There you go, and lower your hips, lower your hips. And then lift your hips, bring your hands back to the floor. Good. Yeah, all right, so lower the hips, extend the arms, lift the hips, hands come back by the side. Extend, lift. Extend the arms, lower the hips, lift. Keep going for 5, 4, don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Hold bridge for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Lift your right foot off the floor for reclined pigeon pose. Interlace hands around the back of your thigh or your shin. Pull your right knee in, press your left knee open toward the front of your mat. Toes flex back toward the knees. And release, switch it out. Left foot to the floor, right ankle over left knee. Lift that left leg off the floor, interlace hands around the back of the thigh or the shin. Pull left knee in, press right knee open. Active through the toes. And release. Pull both knees into the chest. Rock the length of the spine. We'll meet in downward facing dog. If you want to take a chaturanga and jump back, feel free to do that. Or you can step back, or you can just come to down dog. All right, so lift your left leg high. Take a little bend in your right leg. Look towards your hands and start to hop the right foot, little hops toward the front of your mat. Maybe we get it right in between our hands, and then lift that left leg high, lower the head toward the toes, standing splits pose, and look past your toes onto the floor and take it into a squat. Left knee behind the right, and then extend left leg high, squat. Left leg high, squat. Okay, last one. Now hold here. Place your hands back flat to the floor if they're not already. Hop back. 1, 2, 3. So we're back in three-legged dog. And then option here, Ekapada Chaturanga, otherwise Chaturanga. You're gonna shift forward, keep your left foot off the floor, lower down, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. So that one-legged Chaturanga is just an option. Last breath. Lift that right leg high. Take a slight bend to your left knee. Look toward your hands and then hop. Lift that right leg high. 1, 2, a little bit closer each time. 3, maybe between your hands, maybe 4 hops. Lower the head, lift the leg, standing splits, and then Jiva squat. Right knee behind left, tuck it in tight, and then extend. Tuck it in tight, extend. This is our last one. Extend, hold here. If the hands aren't already, place them back flat on the floor. Hop back, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Three-legged dog. Look toward your hands, Ekapada Chaturanga or Chaturanga. Place that right foot on the floor. Lower. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg lifts. Step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, standing splits. Go ahead and take your hands about 1 or 2 steps further forward, or you can hop your foot 1 or 2 steps further back. Okay, good. Little bend in your front knee. Now 3 hops toward handstand, okay? And it might just look like that. That's fine. Just going in that direction. Okay, and then we're gonna come back to that position with your right foot a little bit further back, and then hop it back, 3-legged dog. Good, Ekapada Chaturanga if you want, or Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's do that on the other side. So left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent. At your own pace, with your own breath. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane lunge, right foot back, arms sweep back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. So we either have room to walk our hands a couple steps forward, or you can take your foot a couple steps back. Good. Bend that left leg, look forward past your hands, get the shoulders stacked directly over the wrists, and then hop. Just building our strength, building our confidence. And maybe one more, nice, good job, good job. One more hop if you want, and then we'll step that left foot back, or hop it back, so we're in 3-legged dog, and then Ekapada Chaturanga, or Chaturanga, or neither, just down dog. Let's take that right leg high, inhale, half pigeon, exhale. Okay, so no discomfort in the knee. If we need a prop, a bolster, blanket, or block underneath the right hip, that's fine. Right heel can be in, or we can work the shin closer to parallel with the front of the mat. Just lengthen the spine. When you're ready, come down into reclined pigeon. The heart rate slow down. Back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes under. Right leg comes high up and back. And then if you'd like, you can flip your dog, take Wild Thing, or you can just hold with the right knee up, right toes toward the floor. Come through a side plank. So stack that right foot on top of the left or right foot flat to the floor. And come through plank. Chaturanga if you'd like. Half pigeon on the other side, left leg lifts. Pull that left leg through. Get comfortable in your pigeon. Okay, so make any adjustments you need. You can come into reclined pigeon whenever you're ready. Just make sure that the spine is nice and long first. So we don't want to just collapse into our pigeon. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes under, left leg high, open the hip and bend the leg. We can stay here. This feels good. Nice stretch for your hips and your side. Or you can flip if you want, opening through the chest. You can take Wild Thing, or you can flip your dog into wheel. And come back through side plank. Just hold here in side plank. You can take your left foot or your right knee to the floor. It's our arm balance for today. Building strength and heat in the arm and the shoulder, control in the core, and then through chaturanga. Good. And let's come to a seat. We're going to extend the legs and turn sideways on your mat if you want. Just have padding for your feet. We're going to take seated straddle splits, Upavishta Konasana. Okay, so setting up for this posture, we want the knees and the toes pointing up and the legs active. So if you find that the legs start to soften and the toes come forward, re-engage the legs. Sit up tall. You can take the hands behind the back to keep a lifted spine. This might be enough for you. That's great. Great place to be. Just stay long and lengthened. If we can keep the long spine and start hinging forward at the hips, you can take the hands in front. Maybe come down onto forearms. Maybe come down onto your forehead. Re-engage through the legs. Keep the breath long and slow. If we find that we're losing the breath or starting to shorten the breath or breathe just in the chest, just back off the pose. We want the breath to be our guide. So as long as the breath is steady and flowing, we're good to go. And start to slowly back out. Good. We're going to take this into a twist. So we're going to take the right hand toward the left thigh, and then the left arm is going to come up and over, and we're going to reach toward the toes. You can take the hand to the floor as well. Come onto the elbow. Again, just stay lengthened. Okay, so try to avoid collapsing. We want a nice side stretch. Back through center and switch it out. So left hand toward right thigh or the floor or left forearm. Right arm reaches up and over. And release. Use your hands to assist your legs. Pulling your legs in. Give them a little squeeze, forehead toward the knees, round through the upper back. Good, and release. All right, come down onto your stomach. We're gonna take half bow or floor dancer. I'm gonna bring that right arm forward, bend the left leg, and then take the foot from the inside, just like we were doing dancer pose. So you're gonna flip your hand and come to the inside of the foot. Yes, good. Squeeze your knees together. You can keep your right leg on the floor for now. Press that foot into the hand, lift that right arm off the floor. Good. Just like we're doing dancer pose. And press into the top of the right foot. Lift and extend. Option to take that right foot and hover it off the floor. Continue to breathe. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Building our nice strong dancer foundation, taking the balance out of it. And release. Take your right ear to the mat. Arms rest alongside the body. Okay, let's take it on the other side. So chin comes to the floor. Extend the left arm forward, palm faces down, bend the right leg. Take the foot from the inside. So flip your hand. Good. Bring your knees to touch. And then keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your left hand and your right knee off the floor. Press that foot into the hand. Keep the head as an extension of the spine. So being mindful not to throw the head back. Keep your neck nice and long. And then option for left foot to hover off the floor. Last breath. And release, left ear to the mat. Oh, I find that pose extremely challenging. Chin back to the floor, bend both legs, take the feet from the outside, bring the knees to touch, and then press the feet into the hands and lift, floor bow. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Legs to the floor, right ear to the mat. right, let's counterpose our back bends with a child's pose. So just press all the way back. Reach the arms long, rest the forehead toward the floor. And come all the way back up. All right, so we're gonna take full pigeon now. I'm gonna start with the left shin on the bottom. We're working that shin parallel to the front of the mat. And then we're gonna bring the right shin to stack on top of the left. Okay, so right ankle will come to left knee, right knee will come toward left ankle. So we really wanna get this stack, even if it means that the knee is way high up like this, okay? Because this specifically gets into the outer hip. Okay, so sit up nice and tall, and then we'll slowly just start to press that right knee toward the left ankle. Bring this a little bit further up. Good. Even if that's not resting, that's fine. And then bring your foot all the way up here, a little bit further forward. Good. Yeah. Even if the knee's way up here. Okay. So you'll feel a real specific stretch as you start to press that knee gently down.
It hurts through here.
Oh, you're getting a stretch through here because of this leg?
I don't know.
Something's happening. It's a good thing. You have the option to forward fold if you want. Just keeping a nice long spine. We're folded, come up. We'll switch it out. So the right shin's gonna come on bottom, left shin's gonna stack on top. Left ankle will come on top of the right knee, left knee will come on top of the right ankle. Good. And sit up tall, you can hold here. Whenever you're ready, if you want to, you can forward fold, hinging at the hips. Bring this a little bit further forward. And this foot a little bit further forward. Good. You feel it in the same place? Or is it this?
Oh, yeah, I'm with this.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't know it, yeah.
Good. Looks good. So you should be feeling it back in here when you're working those shins parallel. And release from the fold. And then we'll just take that right shin or right ankle, bring it a little bit further in, and then left foot to half lotus. So we'll just bring it up into the hip. Okay, if half lotus is not accessible, you can always take a different variation of a seated position because we want to take a twist. So right hand's going to come to the left knee, left hand's going to come out behind, or maybe reaches around for the toes. Keep the shoulders over the hips, stay nice and tall through the spine, and start to look out over the left shoulder. Last breath. Release, and then we'll switch it out. So the left foot's going to be on bottom, right foot comes into half lotus, or again, comfortable seated position, just switch the feet. Twist to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand out behind, shoulders over hips. Get out over the right shoulder, breathe. Last breath. Unwind from the twist. Feet out in front, legs bent. Lower down onto your back. Bring your arms to goal post and release the knees to the right. can stack that right foot on top of the left knee if that feels good. Or if that's too much, just stack the left knee on top of the right. Come back through center, release the knees to the left. You can stack the left foot on top of the right knee if that feels good. Otherwise, you can stack both legs. Come back towards center, pull both knees into the chest. You can separate knees and feet for happy baby if you'd like. Or if you keep knees at chest, just take a couple little rocks and rolls on the spine. Just a massage for your spinal cord. Knees to chest when you're ready. Anything else you want, you can take that now as we make our way towards Shavasana. Extend those legs long, let the feet fall open. Arms rest alongside the body, palms face up. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Exhale through the mouth. And then just start to breathe naturally, without any force, effort, or real attention to the breath. Recommit to your intention from the beginning of class. Stay present in the body through the very end. As we rest in Shavasana, let the body sink into the mat. Let the thoughts drift through the mind. Start to bring awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. Reaching arms up overhead. Big inhale in, fill all the way up. And then roll into the side, cradling the head and the arm, pulling the knees into the chest. Just thank yourself for coming to your mat today, for showing up for your yoga practice, taking the time to be present in the body, the breath, the mind. Acknowledge your intention. Carry that intention with you throughout your day, or set a new intention for the rest of your day as you move forward. And then slowly come all the way up to a seat. Bring hands to the heart and take a final breath together. Inhale, fill all the way up. Hold it at the top. Release it through the mouth. Today as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste.